Yo, what's up? If you want to start making your own beats, but you're on low budget and you only have limited knowledge about notes or chord progressions or music theory in general, then this is for you. A warm welcome, my name is Molley and this is my second video on this channel, and today I will show you how to make simple beats, how to find some simple chord progressions and match these chord progressions with an 808, simple melody, and of course some drums. Now before we start, I just want to say really quick that I actually just started making my own beats, and this is just really to motivate you to do the same and to inspire you, because it's so much fun. And the beats I made so far, they sound a little bit like this. Or like this. Okay, that was that, but now let's get started. How can I play my VST plugin or my instrument within Ableton Live Lite or any other DAW? So your keyboard, so something like this right here, can be used as a MIDI controller, so something like this. This means that the letters A to L are like the white keys or the big keys like the ones here, and the letters above, so W, E, R, T, and so on and so forth, are like the black keys right here. And of course you are then only limited to one octave, but by using the letters X and Y you can go one octave up or one octave down. And of course this really doesn't help you right now if you can't play the keyboard as such, but I will show you some simple tricks later on. I just want to say really quick that there are different tools to find and play chord progressions, okay? The one we will be using today is the Unison MIDI Chord Pack, because it's very easy to use. Because once the pack is in your library within Ableton or any other DAW, you can simply drag and drop the MIDI files, and this really eases the process, okay? But now let's get to it. So you see up there that I'm already prepared, so I loaded some VST plugins slash instruments into Ableton Live Lite, which is like the low budget version of Ableton. And the first plugin you see is called Contact, and is actually free, and you can get it from Native Instruments. And within Contact there are different instruments. The one we will be using today is called Hybrid Keys. The next thing you will see is the drum rack, and I already loaded some samples into the drum rack. So of course this means you can load any snare, any kick, any hi-hat into the drum rack and play it the way you want it, but I will show you in a bit. Then the third one you see is called Simpler, and into Simpler I loaded a different sample for the 808, and Simpler is just like a simple tool within Ableton that allows you to play any sample like an instrument, okay? Then last but definitely not least is another instrument within Contact. It's called Jan King. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Now let's start drag and dropping some chords. As you can see here, I already have the Unison Chord Pack in my library. I marked it as favorite, so I have quick access to it. And you see here is you have different notes, different progressions you can choose from. Let's go for example to this one, pick the C minor for example, and there you see I have different chords I can play, and then I can simply just drag and drop it. Just pick any one I like. Let's go for this one. I don't know, maybe this one. Up like this. Then we take this one to make it just a little bit more exciting. We shorten this one and then take this one right here, shorten it of course. Now let's see how it sounds. That wasn't too bad, was it? But now let's start adding some drums. And as I said, the drum rack allows you to drag and drop any sample within your library into one of these pads, and these pads are connected to a note on the keyboard or your keyboard, because your keyboard is your keyboard, right? So each keyboard starts here, or like the letter here, the letter A here, starts with the C, then D, E, F, G, and then A, and then B. So this means if I press the C right here on my keyboard, it will trigger the C right here. And that's not too bad, is it? So it's then, for example, here I have one sample and here I have a sample. So now let's play it. So I'm sure that it wasn't really on time. So what I do is I click into the pattern I just played. I mark everything, and now I press Command and U, and now it's quantized. And now let's listen to it. Now, before we start playing the 808, I have two really important side notes. The first one is I cannot start by just pressing any key on my keyboard or MIDI controller for the 808 and it will sound well, because it won't, definitely not. The thing is that the notes within each instrument I play, they have to match. So this is the nice thing about the Unison chord package, because I already see, okay, I started with a C minor, so I should play my 808 in the same range, right? And now here comes the second side note, because not every sample has the same root key, right? So I have within Simpler the opportunity to transpone my sample in any direction I want. So I can pitch it up, I can pitch it down. And there's another VST plugin for free within Ableton. It's called Tuner, and Tuner shows me which note I'm playing. So I transposed my sample already, and now I press, for example, let me press just this button right here, and I will see, oh, okay, this is like, it was an F, right? So if I press now this button, I see that I'm already there where I want to be. Now let's start playing the 808. All right, so we have the drum, we have the 808, we have the chord progression. Now let's add some melody. Now, it wasn't really on time, so what we do again, we click in here, we mark everything, and then we press Command and U, and now it should sound a little bit better. All right, that's not too bad, is it? And the only things that we did was just drag and dropping some chords into our free VST plugin called Hybrid Keys within Kontakt for native instruments. We matched that with a really easy drum pattern. We did the same with the 808 and the melody. And of course, we paid attention that we are playing the right range of notes. And that's already it. Thank you very much for watching this video, and of course, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, because there will be some more videos coming up. Don't forget to leave a like, and also feel free to leave a comment on how you started making your own beats. What free VST plugins can you recommend, or maybe there's something you would like to see in the next video. So stay tuned and see you next time.